All right, so we're here with AJ Lee, talking about WWE 13. Thanks for taking a few minutes with us.
Oh, no, thank you for having me.
So, to begin with, it's been reported that you're a pretty avid gamer yourself. So what was it like at WrestleMania winning the THQ Superstar Challenge?
That was honestly, I know it sounds weird, but that was like kind of a little goal of mine. I think it's been a decade of that. And
something like that. I know Kofi's been dominating in years past.
Yeah, Kofi, Shelton, I think.
Shelton before Kofi, yeah.
Yeah, and so I knew there was, gamers would win it.
Yeah.
And I think everyone thought I was going to win it because I was a gamer, but I honestly played 3 matches of it before. And so it was kind of like it was really random for me, but everyone was like, oh yeah, you're a cheater, you already know how to play. But it was so cool. I have the trophy on my desk in my office.
If I remember correctly, beat Mark Henry in the finals.
I think I was very proud of that because he's a gamer and his son taught him how to play.
Yeah.
And I was really proud of beating Cody.
Yeah.
Cody's a huge gamer.
Yeah, Cody's another one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I had the 2 of them. And
that's a pretty big pastime in the locker room, isn't it? I'm sure a lot of times you kind of wait and see in the back before the, obviously not during the show, but before the show starts.
It's funny, they call us professional waiters sometimes. A lot of it is, we're just, our favorite thing on earth is to be in the ring or to be performing, and that's 3 hours out of a 5-day travel.
Absolutely.
And so, the planes and I just got Tales of the Abyss, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Just little stuff like that. We'll bring like a DS with us or a BSA or.
Okay, so then,
it's a big pastime.
title you're most looking forward to this holiday season?
I don't get a lot of time at home.
Obviously, yeah, you're very busy.
This week I'm gonna have 1 day at home.
Yeah.
But I need to start playing Resident Evil.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for that. Like that's one of my favorite franchises. So,
okay.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
So, any interest in Nintendo's new system coming up, the Wii U?
I've heard about it, and I'm not that familiar with it.
Okay.
But anytime there's like new stuff coming out, I kind of want to check it out. And it's always really cool to see when a new system comes out.
Do you have a preference, like Xbox, PlayStation? You don't really care?
Growing up, I was just so devout PlayStation.
Okay.
And I wasn't an Xbox fan, and then I introduced him to Fable, and I just fell in love with Xbox. And so I think I have like chapters where, like phases, and so I'm in an Xbox phase right now. But I love PlayStation. It's like choosing children.
Yeah. Talking specifically about WWE 13, have you been able to spend much time with it yet? And what do you think?
I haven't. I've seen a lot of the gameplay. I haven't really been able to do it. My goal is to play it for the first time when I play as my character. But what I've seen has been so amazing. If this was out when I was a kid, oh my gosh, I would have just lost my mind. It's the most realistic it's ever been. Closest to being in the ring.
So then, what was your response when you found out you were going to be in the game?
Oh my god, it's a hilarious story. I think a lot of people know by now. To be honest with you,
No, we're fine. Yeah.
I was like, it was some week in Actress and all the craziness of that. I was in my hotel room, thought I had like a couple of hours before another appearance, and somebody texted me I was in it, and I was like, what? And then Twitter told me I was in it, and I just cried and wasted all this time about getting ready for the appearance. And we actually went right to the THQ press event, so everyone was like, oh, so you're in the game. I was like, I didn't know. Like, it's a whole big mess. It was awesome.
So 2012 also been really, really good for you. What's been the biggest adjustment you've had to make since your popularity has really just kind of skyrocketed, and now you're one of the most popular people on the roster?
Oh my god. You know what? I think I haven't absorbed any of that at all. I go to work and I have a lot of stuff to do, and I'm so happy about that. I feel like I just go to work, my bosses trust me with a lot, but I haven't wrapped my brain around the fact that like it's such a high profile role.
Yeah.
And it's so surreal, and I think it's that's kind of like I don't read the internet, I don't pay attention to stuff like that just because I don't want it to affect what I'm doing one way or the other,
But the internet can be a dangerous place.
It can be. It can also be really supportive though. It's like we have Twitter and
it can be, yeah.
And I have a lot of followers on Twitter, and like 90% of it is nice stuff, and so they're not as bad as it seems.
Yeah.
But I like to like that because it's like the positivity can come to you, even the
in the past, I'd say 15 months, I guess it started with CM Punk's promo last summer.
Yeah.
WWE's really embraced the internet finally.
Yeah.
They finally kind of decided how to use it. You know, they kind of use it against the fans. You know, CM Punk appears at Comic-Con like last year and everything like that.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts about how they finally embraced the internet?
You know what, and as we said before, like we've always had like social media through like as basic as signs in our audience. You know, people saying what they want to say and having an opinion, and the chants during the show. And so it's kind of just the next evolution. We want to be one step ahead, and people can help vote. And you know, it's 100% real. Those votes, like if we're all active, like those are what have to happen. Like Brian and Kane just got named Team Hell No because the fans voted for it. You know, stuff like that is, you know, if people are so invested in our programming and they're watching everything and they're making it a part of their life, like they should kind of have a little say in it, you know. And I love that. I love that we're listening to people. You know?
So then about the fan base, WrestleMania, you know, Daniel Bryan loses his title, 18 seconds. Were you surprised kind of how defiant the fans were, especially the next night, where they were so vocal, you know, supporting Daniel Bryan, you know, the yes chants and everything?
You know, it was one of those things where I you know, had spent all this time with him and just kind of really admired him, and I was sad to see kind of all end that way.
Yeah.
And at WrestleMania, I was like, oh, we had a good run.
Yeah.
And I don't think either of us thought either of us was going to do anything after.
Yeah.
You know, and I think we were just like, oh, well, that was fun, and it exploded, and I remember that night, you know, it just being out there in Miami, being just raw, and unbelievable. It just goes to show you the power of our fans, you know, and it's an entire thing now. There's a T-shirt that says yes, and a T-shirt that says no, and it became this huge thing that it happened by accident. And most things are happy accidents, you know.
Why not from a fan standpoint? Because I was actually attended WrestleMania and I was at that Raw.
Really?
And it was something I never experienced. I've been a fan for about 20 years. And from a fan standpoint, it was just amazing. And I know after the fact, after the event, you know, the fans were exiting the arena. Exiting the arena, people were still screaming, yes, yes, yes. It's going down onto the streets of Miami. So there were probably some people, you know, not fans, who didn't know what the hell was going on. But it was a moment, definitely.
You know, it's one of the things, like, we're in an age now, you can't tell people who to like. You can't tell people what to think or what to do. You kind of just go out there and you show these different characters with these different personalities, and you can relate to whoever you want to relate to. And that was one of the things the fans decided that they really were behind him, and it just exploded his career more than it was. He was the heavyweight champion. Yeah. But I don't know if anyone knew he was going to be even bigger than that, you know. And so it was so amazing, and it just shows you how strong our fans are.
Well, I know the superstars did. I know the superstars really surprised, you know, that dark match main event when Daniel Bryan was in a bunch of other guys. I saw, like, you know, Orton and Big Show, they're just kind of looking around at the crowd in amazement. Like, what is going on, you know?
I was out there, and I was just like,
and you were there too, yeah.
And then I got kicked out of the ring.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was absolutely amazing. It's so cool to, like fans will see me in airports or they'll chant yes at me now. It's insane.
Okay, so final question, since I got the wrap-up sign there. Raw General Manager, obviously. What would you like to be doing maybe like a year from now? Do you want to maybe do more in-ring stuff like you used to? Maybe stay as a GM? Do you miss in-ring action?
I mean, of course I miss it. Like, that was my first love. And I think I was very naive when I got into all this, and I thought I could do everything I ever wanted to do without having to say a word. You know, I thought like, oh, I was so, yeah, I'm a wrestler and blah, blah, you know, and so serious about that. And it was just 100% the wrong idea. Like, I didn't know, I was afraid that I couldn't handle the personality stuff, and the performance stuff, and everyone has kind of taught me how to, you know, has helped me grow so much, and I have such a love for that now. That I kind of hope I'm GM a year from now, and you know, and I've missed wrestling so much, and I'd love to maybe get myself in there a couple times, but I think there's time for that if I have a really long career.
I guess if nothing else, you could be a referee, right?
Oh yeah, apparently I'm okay with that. Yeah, so you know, I would love for this to last as long as possible, and hopefully there's always going to be wrestling.
Yeah, yeah. All right, well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks.